Hi everyone. Today we're going to study Pythagorean Theorem. First, let us define right triangle. A right triangle is a triangle with a right angle. We know that right angle means it is a 90-degree angle. Here's a picture of a right triangle. The small square on that corner denotes a right angle. Consequently, this triangle is a right triangle. Let us label the sides. This side here is called the hypotenuse. Conventionally, it is named as side C. This hypotenuse is the side opposite this right angle, and we say that the hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle. For the two other sides, we can put letters A and B interchangeably. In here, I put in this side to be A and the base to be side B. Let us go now to Pythagorean Theorem. Given the right triangle, the formula for the Pythagorean Theorem is c square equals a square plus b square. In words, in a right triangle, the square of the length of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two other sides. Let us have example 1. Find the missing side of the right triangle below. The two sides are given. We can see here that the missing side is the side C, which is the hypotenuse. We will use the Pythagorean theorem to solve the problem. C square equals a square plus b square. We will do the substitution now. C square equals the a square now becomes 3 square. Then plus the b square is now 4 square. Then we will simplify further. The 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. We will just copy the c square down here. Then we will add this 9 and 16 becomes 25. We want the value of c, so we're going to take the square root of both sides. So this is now square root of c square equals the square root of 25. We can now cancel the radical and the square. Only c comes down. And the square root of 25 is 5. So this 5 value is the required side. This is our final answer. Let us have example 2. Find the length of the missing side of the right triangle below. In the figure, the missing side is the base, and this is denoted by A in this problem. The hypotenuse is 12, and the side here is 4 units. Our Pythagorean theorem is here that we're going to use to solve the missing side. Substituting now the values, the c square is now 12 square, that is the hypotenuse to be squared, equals the a square, that is the missing side, plus the b square is now 4 square. Then we will simplify further. 12 square is 144 equals a square plus 4 square is 16. We want this a square to be isolated. The positive 16 we will transpose on the left side. We will not forget that the sign must be changed. So the positive 16 becomes negative 16 on the left side. So here now is 144 minus 16 equals a square. Simplifying this, we have 128 equals a square. We will take the square root of both sides. We'll have now square root of 128 equals the square root of a square. So we can cancel the radical and the square. Only a comes down here. For the square root of 128, we will simplify this further by factoring out the 128. One factor must be a perfect square. So this is 2 times 64. We know that the 64 is a perfect square number, and the square root of 64 is 8. So that value 8 will go out of the radical sign. Just to put this a on the left side, we can interchange this right hand and left hand side. So a is now on the left. This is equal to the simplified square root of 64 is now 8 times the square root of 2. Only that 2 remains as radicand. So this a, 8 square root of 2, is the required side. This is our final answer. I hope you learned something from this video. See you again next time.